Hello everyone, this is Sam Al-Gawadi from Koala IT, and this is foundation level in Microsoft Word. Actually, it's a summary of the foundation level. The foundation level requires 7 hours of delivery. So we will discuss today a summary of the most important tasks, tricks, and advices you can do in Microsoft Word. So this session is recorded, and happy to answer questions in the chat box or comments. We will publish this session on the Facebook page, Koala IT Services, and also on our YouTube channel. Please feel free to check in later and watch this video. So in the beginning, when we start Microsoft Word, you see this interface. So the interface, it's similar to most of Microsoft Office applications, with the quick access toolbar at the top, or QAT, quick access toolbar. And here you notice we have 2 active icons. In fact, I added this icon. This is the print preview icon. So easily from this small arrow, you can click. Then you will see some commands you can add to the quick access toolbar. Also, if you click again, it will be removed. So for example, I have the print preview there. If I click again, it's removed from the quick access toolbar. If I want it back, print preview and print, it's here. 2 other icons, they are not active at the moment, one for undo and one for redo. So we can add many commands here from this list, or even from the full list. So we can go to the full list and see commands there. We will see that in a moment. So at the top here, you notice we have the quick access toolbar. On the other far right hand here, you have the minimize, maximize, and close. Then my name here, this is the account I logged in with. Then at the top here, we have the menu items, different tabs. So you can click. So I'm just hovering my mouse, then clicking, or you can play with the scroll wheel, the scroll mouse wheel. So you can scroll using the mouse wheel between the different tabs. Most probably you will find all these tabs in your Microsoft Word, except this one. This is just an additional tab added by Adobe Acrobat when I install this one on my machine. So you don't have to have the same tab in your installation. So when you scroll the mouse across the ribbon, this is called the ribbon, it will move from tab to a different tab, from menu to a different menu. So we start with the home, and you notice just below the menu titles there, you will find different icons, different commands, and between each group of commands, there is a separator, divider here. So this is group called clipboard, this group called font, paragraph, and so forth. So this means this group related under this category, related to each other, they do different commands to the text. Then the group name here is paragraph group, this is the font group, and clipboard group. So you notice also in the ribbon, we have this small icon on the right hand, and if you just lift your mouse, you hover your mouse, then you lift it, Microsoft Word will display additional information explaining what is that, what is there, and this also apply to the small icons there. So when I click, I'm not clicking, just hovering my mouse. So it will display this one called numbering, and it will create a numbered list. So it will display a balloon with some additional information about this icon. And if there is a keyboard shortcut, it will be displayed. So for example, if we go to copy, it will tell you copy between brackets or parentheses, control plus C. So when you hold control from keyboard, you hold control, then you press C, will do the copy, and so forth. Good. Then we have this small icon here. When you click, it will display additional dialog box with more commands, more icons, more changes you can select and apply. So because of course there is no space there, not enough space to display everything. So the Microsoft Word is full of features, and it's very helpful in creating documents, basic documents or sophisticated documents. You can create novels, books using Microsoft Word. You don't need any additional text editor. This is the #1 word processor all over the world. Okay, so the first thing here showing the hidden dialog box. Then you will notice also some icons has a small arrow next to it. So for example, this one, when you click, it will display additional colors, not only the red one, but many colors, even though you can click on more colors and reach other colors. So this is additional button. You can click this button and you see more commands. This is the font size, for example. This is the font type, and so forth. So this will display additional commands. In some cases, for example, the styles here, you can also click to scroll up or down, and you can click here to display the current full list of themes. Many icons, they have two parts like that, or if you go to the left, far left, you notice the paste. We have also two parts, one at the top and one at the bottom. The bottom will display additional commands. So and so forth. This is the same thing in all other menu items, all other tabs. So you can notice the same way of organization, same way of displaying additional dialog box and getting a little bit of help here. So this part at the top, below this part we have ruler, and this ruler, you can display this ruler or height. So how can I display that? How can I view this ruler or hide this ruler? If you want to view something, so you go to view menu. If you want to insert something, you go to insert menu, and so on. So in the view, you have here this checkbox, show ruler. You can untick, so it will be hidden from the vertical one and the horizontal one. So both of them are hidden now. You can tick to display both. So this ruler will tell you about the current margin and where the text will start. So we have margin from the edge, from the top here, and we have margin from the side. So that when you start typing, it will start at here in this area where the cursor blinks. Okay, good. So quick access toolbar, file name, minimize, maximize, close, titles, ribbon, ruler, then the page itself where you will start typing your text or copy and paste. We have on the right hand, we have the scroll bar, and scroll bar, you can control this scroll bar using different methods. You can click on this small arrow at the top. So you click, 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 click to go up, or you go down, click, 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 click. In fact, this is a very, very slow and hard way to scroll. But in some cases, we need that if we need to scroll a little bit down. So this is that part. The easy way to scroll is using the mouse wheel. So this is very easy. So you scroll the mouse wheel, you play with the wheel up and down, so it will navigate through the document. You can also use page up, page down from keyboard. So you can do that if you want to. Yes, both rulers are in centimeters, and you can change that. You can control that to be in inches and so forth. So you can use page up, page down from keyboard to scroll up and down. So this is for this toolbar on the right hand. Good. If we go a little bit down, you will notice on the right hand corner, we have zoom in. So I can click on the plus sign to zoom in, or click on the minus sign to zoom out. This is will maximize the size on the screen. It will never change the font size. Just it will maximize the size on the screen. So this is the way you can click on the right plus sign or the left minus sign, or you can also hold the zoom cursor and drag to the right or to the left. It will change zoom. So this is additional way. You can also hold the control key from keyboard and scroll the mouse for zooming. And this trick works with almost every application, not only Word. It will work with Excel, internet browser, and so forth. So this is the zoom bar. Here we have web layout. If you are creating some HTML or web pages, you can create some web pages here. And the print layout, this is the one we have, and we have the read mode. So it's a different way of displaying the pages. So 3 different types or 3 different ways. If you go to the left here, you will see in the status bar some additional information. For example, the number of words in this document is 1 word, which is here. And also number of pages and what page is that, the current page. So you notice that down below here. Now, if you need to check other options, we can go to something called Backstage View. Backstage View, it's in a hidden menu. Most of us, we don't use it much, but it's a good idea to have a look there. So this menu, it's the file. When you click on File, now this takes you to Backstage View. In the Backstage View, if you want to exit, you can press Escape from keyboard, or you just click on this icon. So if I click, it will take me back, or exit from Backstage View. If I want to go again, I will click on File, and here I have categories. So starting with info, then, for example, new file, new template, new file based on blank document or other templates. I can get templates, for example, cards, flyers, letters, resume. If I want to create my resume and the cover letter, easily you can click here, and Word will help you with different templates, so you can see on the right hand different categories. And here I have the preview for different resume templates, so you can use any of these and create a professional looking resume. So many templates. I can search also for something in the search box. This is for free, provided by Microsoft and its partners. So new means new file from the template or new blank file. Open, it will open existing one, existing file saved somewhere. Save as, save, then print. I will discuss print in a moment. Then close can close, it will close the file, not the application. To close the application, you need to exit using the X on the right hand corner top, at the top here. Some details about your account, whether it's your name and so forth, what do you logged in with. Then options will take you to this dialog box. In that dialog box, I have my name, I have also some categories here, I can display different ones, proofing here, where to save files, what languages I'm using for input language and interface language. So you can have the interface in different languages. So for example, if you want a Chinese interface or Italian interface or any Arabic interface, you can install language pack from Microsoft and you change the interface. The interface not related to the input language. Input language you can, or editing language, you can add language here easily. You can add from list of languages. So for example, I speak Arabic. I can easily click on add and I will have here the Arabic language. And I can use the Arabic language as an input language and edit the Arabic without changing the menu interface, the menu language. I'll keep the English, no problem for that. But the question is, after adding the Arabic language, what about the keyboard? Here you need to have a keyboard that supports the second language you add. So you can get stickers from online. You can buy stickers with the language. So you just search keyboard sticker in German, for example. Then you can buy it something like $3. Then you put these stickers on your English keyboard. Then you can use the two languages. Here we have the advanced. So it's a good idea to have a look there. In the advanced, lots and lots of options. We might use some of these options during the intermediate level and the advanced level. Here, this point or this category, it's about customize ribbon. And this is the ribbon. You can add new tab. So you can create new tab and you add some commands there if you want to. You can hide tabs you don't use. So for example, if you don't use layout tab or mailings tab, you can untick, it will be hidden, and you can create a new tab with all the commands you like to have and you use frequently, so you can add them there. So it's a good idea to try to play with that in your time after this session. You notice here I have the quick access toolbar, and this is the first thing we discussed at the top here. So now we have 4 commands for icons, I can add more to that. For example, I can add copy, I can add cut, I can add draw table, I can add email. I can also hold, change the order here using these ones. So I can make this one comes here, for example, so save then email if I want to, or make it this way. So I can change the order. Once I click OK, it will display all these commands at the top here, all these icons in the order I selected. So I can remove some draw table. I can also click on more commands. It will take me to the same area here in the backstage view in the quick access toolbar. Good, I hope that makes sense. If you have a question in comments or in chat. Good. So now, this is the interface for Microsoft Word. So when we open Word, it will display empty page, then you can start typing immediately. So then when you hit enter, it will start a new paragraph. If you hit enter, it will immediately start a new paragraph. Good. So I will, this is the way. Then what we do after that, we click on save. So I created the file, added some text, then I need to save that. So I can click on save here, or I go to file, save. So when you click on save, because this is the first time, it will display save as. So see what happened. Again, I will click on save, but it will go to save as, because it will ask you about where do you want to save this file, which folder, and so forth. So you can save on your computer, you can save on a network drive, you can save somewhere here, external hard drive, for example. Then I clicked on browse, just to show you what I'm doing here. I'm just hovering my mouse at the top of the window, then hold and drag so I can show you what happened here. So we clicked on browse, and now I can browse my documents. By default, it will go to my documents. If you remember from the settings, the save folder is by default is my documents folder. Then I can go to somewhere else, for example, desktop or downloads or other folders. I can create a new folder within the current one. So let me create a new folder. So here, Word Foundation example. So this is the folder. Then click on that folder to open it. So you see at the top we have the folder here. Then this is the file name. You notice the file name, it is the first line in the file, but of course you can change that. Once you click, it will highlight everything, then you can change that. So file 1, for example. So first you select the location, second the file name, you give your file a name. Third, which is a very, very important, please give me your attention here, save as type. By default, it's a Word document, which is the latest version of the application you have now. But we can save in older versions. So I can save this file in Word 97 up to 2003 format, which is an older version. I can save this one as a Word template. I can save it as a PDF, then send it attached to email or keep it like that or printed. So it's hard to be edited easily, and it will maintain the format, maintain the design, then I can print it. So this is the PDF, save as PDF. I don't need to convert anything. Any Word file you create or you have, you can just open it and save as PDF easily. So for the sake of the training, there are of course other types for different usages. So for the sake of the training, I will just save as a Word document, and this is the default thing. Once I click on save, it's now saved. At the top, the file name changed. Now I created a file, added some text, saved the file. So if I want to save this one as PDF, just to show you, so I'll go to save as, current folder, then PDF here. And once I click on save, it will be created as PDF and saved there. The PDF is not shared, that's why you don't see the PDF file. We are focusing on Word. Good, but it's created there. Now, if you want to open an existing file, so you can close this one, you can just close this file, or I can open additional one. So open, browse, you notice Word displaying some Word displays some recent files. Just click on open, you see the PDF file, it's created with the same name. If you want to rename, just right click and rename. But now I will open another file that I created before. It was existing and stored on my computer. So I'll go to desktop. I just put the files there. I don't like to put files on desktop, but for the sake of training, I just did that. Because in many cases, when the file's on desktop, the name of the file will be easily shown to anyone passing by my computer and can see them. And by mistake, I could delete them. Many issues could happen. So now I will open one of the CVs, one of my old CVs. So 2 years ago, I'll just open this one. So again, what we did, we went to Backstage View, then clicked on Open. We browsed the computer to reach the folder where we saved the files. Then you click on the file name and open, or double click, you can do that. When you click on open, now I have my CV open there. Okay, now if I ask you how many words I have in this file, it's 1,603. Oh my God, how can I know that? It's down there. I'm not a magician. I'm just reading down there. How many pages? 5 pages. So the status bar is very important. But if you highlighted this paragraph, how many words there? Again, 115. It's there. Okay, good. So if we go to review also, we have word count there. So it can help me with the number of words, letters. So you see, this is the current page. So it's page 1, 115 words, 680 characters, no spaces, 794 characters with spaces, and 0 paragraphs, 8 lines. Good. So it's very important and helpful tool. So what we have here in this document, this is just my CV, don't worry. So we have here different sections, and I'm navigating through the documents using the scroll mouse wheel, the mouse wheel scrolling, and you notice it will tell me page 3 of 5, 4 of 5, and so forth. So this is the way we navigate. You notice I have added here the number of pages. So page number here. So this is page 2 of 5. I have header. In the header, I have my name and what I do, my email address, my phone number, different places I worked for. You see how I organize the text there, paragraphs. So maybe some of them need some correction, like this one. We need to correct this one. We notice also there are red lines below some words because excuse me, because here this dictionary we are using on this version of Word on that computer, it's United States one, but these words highlighted in red, written in Australian way. That's why, for example, we are using organization, so with S, not with Z. So when I right click, Word will give me some options. So organization with Z, the letter, or this one or that one. I can ignore, I can add the dictionary. For example, I can add this. This is the company name. I couldn't change the company name. It's named like that. Of course, it's wrong from Word point of view and the dictionary, but if I don't want this red line to appear again easily, I can right click and add to dictionary. Now it won't appear again. But when I send this document to someone else and they open the Word file, of course their dictionary or their Microsoft Word will tell them this is the wrong name. It is not matching any of the words I have in my dictionary. So I will keep this one. I will not correct it. I know it's correct, but later today I will show you some tips and tricks to do what with these names or Australian spelling names and words. Good. So I just wanted to show you how we scroll and go through different files, navigation. So as I said before, I am using the scroll mouse wheel. You can also use page up and page down. So now I open this one, navigating through this one. We have here some words with mistakes. If you need to check the spelling, I can go to Review tab, then click on Spelling and Grammar. The shortcut for that, as Word displaying there, it's F7. So you click here, and I clicked on Spelling and Grammar. On the right hand, you will see Word trying to give you some alternatives, changes, ignore or add this one to dictionary if you want to, and it's highlighted here. If you see here, the dictionary is English United States. If we try to change that to English Australia, so now skipped these ones, not displaying them again and checking something else. So for example, here I have IE, which is a for example. Word wants me to have it like I capital because we are starting the sentence. Yes, I left it there on purpose so we can discover that. I can ignore that at the moment. Word will try to go there. So again, it went back again with the English United States. So I need to do that for each word? No. If you want to change the dictionary, we do that from the Backstage view. Good. So here, this part, if I go to the Backstage view, then we can have options, and in options, we have proofing, and we have the dictionaries there. So we can change dictionaries from this area. I'm just leaving that at the moment. I can also grammar and style, check for the grammar and style. I can have autocorrect options there. We have some there, then you can add more if you want to. There are many options, but not at this level. So just wanted to show you the different things. So this is the language as we discussed before. Good. I will just leave this one. I can close the spelling from this one, the X here. And now I want to show you how can we print this CV. So if you remember, we added the print preview and print. We added also this email. If I click on this one, it will open Outlook and attach this file to a new email message so I can send it to a different or mail recipient. For the printing, I can click on print preview and print, or I can go to file, print, or from keyboard it's Control P for print. Now I will just go to print here, and you see on the screen I have 2 pages out of 5, so displaying page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because the zoom here is 48, that's why I can see 2 pages, but I can just increase that so I can see exactly what will be printed. So this is 100%. Number of pages. If I click print, it will print to this printer 1 copy, all pages. If you need more than 1 copy, so you can add more. And here I can select different printers, depends on what printer you are connected to. Then printer properties like color or print on both sides and so forth. Print all pages, or I can select some pages. I can print odd pages or even pages. So 1, 3, 5, 7, and so forth, or page number 2, then 4, then 6, 8, and so forth. So I can do that. I can select pages, so from page 2 to page 5. So write down 2-5. In that case, page 2, 3, and 5 will be printed. I can say, for example, page 1, then 3, then 5. So 1, 3, 5. Only these pages will be printed. I can say page 1 to 3, then 5. So page number 4 will not be printed. So from 1 to 3, so 1-3, then comma 5. This means page 4 will not be printed. So full control here. Good. Print one-sided by default on one side of the page, or print on both sides. Personally, I love printing on both sides. Less pages, saving in ink, in paper, less amount of printed paper I carry. It's greener for the whole world, so it's much better. This is my personal point of view. The second option, or the next option, is collated. So this one, well, if we have more than one copy, let's say 3 copies, so we will, the printing will be page 1, 2, 3, then page 1, 2, 3, page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is not collated, uncollated, so 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, and so forth. So of course, collated will be easier, but in some cases we want something else. Then orientation. Here we have the pages in portrait orientation, not in landscape orientation. So landscape page is different. Now we have 7 pages instead of 5, and it will be printed this way. Portrait, or portrait in French. This is the A4 size. So this way of printing, and the size of the paper is A4 size. A4 size is the default size in most countries. Some other countries, for example, United States, they are using letter size. So from here you can change the size. Make sure you have the printer that supports this size, and you have the paper with that size, of course. Then margins. I have narrow margins here. I can have normal and Word showing you the margins and the size of each margin, top, bottom, right, left, and so forth. So different margins. Narrow is fine. I prefer narrow, so I can try to reduce the amount of pages per document. Again, it depends on what type of document you are creating. Then 1 page per sheet. What is that? I can print in each paper, I can print 2 pages, not on both sides. Now I can have 2 pages printed, or 4 or more. So maybe in some cases you need to create flashcards or small printouts, so you can do that. So this is the printing, and also we have the page setup. If you click on page setup, it will show you different options, dialog box from the page setup. Is there any other way we can reach the page setup? Yeah, but now this is everything about printing at the moment, and there are a few other options in other levels, but at the moment this is almost everything about the printing operation you need to do within Word in that level. If we go back and we go to Layout tab, you will notice we have here some options. The page setup is there, margins, so orientation, portrait, or landscape, different sizes, how many columns we can print, similar to magazine, newspaper, and so forth. breaks, page breaks, advanced topics here we can discuss in further levels. So we done with printing. If you have any other questions, please put them in the chat or comments below this video when we publish the video. Okay, again, you notice I can, for example, the red ones still there. We didn't fix that and we will not fix it. But I'll show you how to fix everything in an easy way. So now if I want to fix, prioritize, or customize, let's say I want to replace every customized word in the document, and we have lots of customized organization and so forth. So to do it manually one by one, it's really hectic. So all you need to do is you highlight the word, then you copy. You can copy the word from here at the top. So highlighted, selected the word by double click, so it's highlighted. You can select the word by double click, or you go in the beginning of the word with the mouse cursor, you click, hold, and drag to select the word. Then copy. Okay, good. After copy, what I need to do now, what I'm trying to tell you is if we want to replace all these words with different word, what we can do. So we highlighted the word, we copy the word, then we go to replace. From the home tab, far right, we have replace. You click on replace, you see it's highlighted and it's already inserted. If it is not there, you already copied it, so you can paste it. Now, replace with, I can use also the copied word. So instead of that one, I need to have it with the Z. So no need to type it again. Yeah, too lazy. That's why I'm using this feature. So instead of customize with S, I will replace it with customize with Z. And notice here, I can just find, and replace, or I can go to different places. So for the moment, what I want to do is just replace. I can replace one by one, or all, or find, next, or cancel. Again, before executing that, I wanted to show you some more options. You can match case capital ones or words starting with capital letter. Sounds like I can also find words sounds like floor or door, for example, and so forth. I can replace formatting, so I can color the customized one. So I can do that. There are other options also in the advanced level. So here I can change this one to customize, and I can, for example, here, click there, I can go to font and make it red. So here is the preview, and make it bold, and make it, for example, maybe size, just to show you. Then okay, then replace all. Do you want to continue? Yes. So 4 replacement happened. We'll click on OK and show you what happened now. See? So we replaced everything with different words. So of course, it is not that appropriate. I can easily undo. So to do undo, I can go at the top here, then undo. So first undo, second one. If you want to redo, you can click on that one to redo. So if you don't like this color, I can change that to different colors. Not one by one. Again, I will use replace. So bigger size, of course. Just I wanted to show you extreme example, but we can do that. So I'll do that again with another word and show you it's very easy. So highlight this one, go to replace. So it is there. Now to be prioritized with the letter Z, replace all. Yes, start from the beginning. To replacement done. Then okay. So we did that easily in fraction of second. Same with analyze. So analyze, replace, it's there. I can copy this one, go here, put it there, change the S to Z. Sorry, what I did. Z here, replace all. Yes, start from the beginning. And so analyze to analyze, yes. For replacement, for replacements. So it depends. It depends what you want to do. If you want to change, of course, I can go to the format and change the font and go to the normal one, then replace. Okay, makes sense. Any question? So what we did in this part, we printed. Before the printing, we checked the spelling. Then we did the print. We open existing file. We navigate using the keyboard, zooming. We have checked the ruler. We counted words. We used undo and redo. By the way, you can do that from keyboard. Control Z for undo, Control Y for redo. We tried also the find and replace dialog box. So, and that was the result. Now, bit odd, but it's okay for the training. So for the time being, I guess we need a break. So just we'll take 10 minutes break, then we'll be back after 10 minutes, please. So if you have a question, please submit this question in your chat or comments. So thank you for your time. See you after 10 minutes. Okay, welcome back. Now we will play with the text. So as you see here in my resume, for example, I have this text and we created this text. So now we want to play with the text a little bit. So let's have a look. First thing, selection. So if you need to select a word again, you can double click on that word. If you have, if you hold Control and click, it will highlight the line. It will, you can double click or triple click for the paragraph. So it will highlight the whole paragraph, triple click. So, or easily you can go to the beginning of the word or the line, click, hold, drag to select this text, for example, more than one paragraph, you can select everything in the document from keyboard by holding Control, then pressing A. So Control A will select everything in the document. So now we here we have this selection. So we selected this part, and you notice this part is bold. So I can do the bold by clicking here. So toggle. So you click to make it bold, you click to remove the bold. I can make it italic. I can make it underline. I can highlight the text in yellow. So in yellow on other colors also, I have other colors. I can change font color. So here, let's make it highlight first, then font color in red. So now we have that. Maybe the highlight is not that good. We change the highlight. So you can change it from here or there. It depends, up to you. So we highlight, then we remove the italic, we remove the underline. Good. If I wanted to change the font, so what font is that? Do you know the font type? This one is Calibri. So it's up there and the size is 10. I can change that. So you can do it from here, or if you want more options, you can click on the small arrow here. You click, it will display more options there. So for example, I'm reviewing this one to one of my colleagues or students, or then I can tell them, you need to remove this part, but I'm still asking them about their opinion, so I can just strike through to tell them, okay, you need to remove this part. So highlighted, then strike through. Put the strike through there. I can just, so I can change font to Arial. I can change. So some companies, they use specific font for their stationery, and they have to stick all documents created within the company have to follow specific format. So for example, font type to be Arial, the size 14, for example. So you need to do that. So from this part here, I change the font size. I can just increase size by click, 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 or decrease size, click, 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 click. Good. See how the each word is capitalized at the beginning. So I can change that from here to sentence case. Let me do that with this one or that one. So here, sentence, this one lowercase, so lowercase, this one uppercase, this one capitalize each word. Here, toggle, bit funny, but it could grab attention. So maybe some party invitation or kind of festival, carnival, or what so forth. So you can change that from here. I can also highlight, so add here some highlighting. You see, so just from these options here, so text effects and typography. So it was in this part. Good. Now I like that one. I can, and I need to copy, so highlight to select, then I can copy, Control C from keyboard or press there, then I go there in this area, for example, and Control V from keyboard to paste, or click here and paste. So I can either from keyboard Control C to copy, Control V to paste, or you can use mouse and the icons there, or highlight, right click for copy and right click then for paste. So different methods, it's up to you to choose whatever the one you like. We notice when you paste, it's pasted with the same format. You can paste special and change the format. So for example, I want to paste improve here without the format, you see. It's matching the format of the destination. So this one will be pasted with the source formatting. This one, it's merge formatting, and here keep text only to match. So merge formatting and improve matching casual contract. So this is the copy and paste special also. If we want to cut and paste, so notice what will happen. I will highlight everything, then cut and go maybe in this area, then paste. So it's moving. So it was here, then I'm doing a redo now. Now it's there. So this is the cut and paste. So we tried cut and paste, different formats, changing font type, of course, changing font type, changing font size. Now I'll show you a nice trick. Let's say in this area here, I want to type H2O, the chemical thing for water, chemical representation of water. But I want this to be subscript. So you highlight 2 and you go there. Now it's H2O. If I want to say G to the power of 4, so we highlight the 4 and we do superscript. So this is subscript, this one is superscript. Okay, they are bold, you can change if you want, no need for the bold. So again, just selected the 2 and went to subscript. For the 4, highlighted the 4 and go to superscript. There is also shortcut key, Control Shift plus, Control Shift plus. For the subscript, shortcut key is Control equal. Control equals is the shortcut. So yeah, very useful trick in some cases. This is one of the tricks we do. So now, if I like this format, the format of customize, and I applied this format on this word, I need to apply it on different words. So the easy way is you highlight, you go to Format Painter from home, in that group, Format Painter, then you see the cursor changed, you click, and it's applied to deliver. So with the same font, size, and color, and everything. If I need to apply this one to other words again, so highlight, then it is not logical to make it one by one. So we will double click So the first time, if I want to apply it once, I will click once. If I need to apply it multiple times, I need to double click. So double click and we go here. You see, still the mouse cursor holding the paint or the format painter. Then I'm just clicking on the words to change them, different words. So I can apply across the document in different places. If you want to exit from, you can click again on this one or escape from keyboard. So escape now. It is not there. So that was format painter. It's very helpful, especially if you are doing complicated formats for some documentation. Good. Now we will see here. Just want to show you something. Let me go to this one. So I have here my qualification, and you notice when I highlight this qualification, I have some bullet points here, so I can control that. You see what I'm doing? Just this is the location, click and hold here for changing the location. So I applied the bullet points. I can apply numbers. I'll tell you why in a moment. We have this, why they jump here, because this is actually inserted in a table. So there is a table, unseen table here. But the point I wanted to highlight is when you have this list, you can give it numbering here or bullets. So for the numbers, I can have different formats, you see, ABC. Once you hover your mouse, you have live preview. So Latin numbers, small or capital, with dots, with brackets or parentheses, or none. So removed that. Good. I can also use different bullets. So you see what we have, that one, we have this one, we have, or even I can define new ones, but for the time being, I can add this one, you see. So very nice looking bullets. If you don't like them, just easily highlight and change to numbers or this dot or square. Okay, good, makes sense. So this is the, for that thing, lists. Okay, good. And you notice the bullet points or the numbers are located in the paragraph group. And because we are in the paragraph group, if I'm highlighting this one, now you can see I can justify to the left or middle, right, or justify between right and left. So both sides are equal. I can also change the spacing. So now this is 1.15, 1.5 spacing between lines if I want to. So I can, maybe this is too narrow. I want to increase this one a little bit. It looks better. So it depends on your choice. So this is the playing with the paragraph, and also we can have some shading for the paragraph. So I can highlight this paragraph, for example, in green. So shading here, no coloring. So I can color this one or no color. The other tool here, which is very helpful, which is the paragraph, show hide the paragraph marks. So if you click, this one is very helpful. It will show you the spaces. So the space is like a dot, spaces between words. Let me zoom a little bit so I can show you between Turkey and UAE. If we click here and added more spaces, so you see each space is a dot. If we, how many spaces, I don't know, I can now count them, for example. I can notice what is that. These are tabs. That's why we have tabs here. We have paragraphs here. We have the, this is one paragraph. Let me go back for the zooming. So it's like one paragraph. If we stopped here and hit enter, now you see we have this symbol, which means this is a new paragraph or the end of that paragraph and the new paragraph started here. So different symbols appearing now when you click that show hide paragraph marks. By the way, if you left it this way and print, it wouldn't be print. Let's go to print preview, nothing there, don't worry, it wouldn't be printed, no printing. So don't worry, you can leave it if you want, but it's helpful to know advanced formats and how things happening. So this is for that part. If we, now we can think of one of the important tools, which is inserting tables. So if I want to insert a table here in this area, I will go to insert table. How many? I can, for example, start with 2 by 2 or 3 by 3. Done. So I have the table here inserted. I can control the table, hold it from here, play with the table right or left. Now I created this table. I can go to the corner and drag so it's bigger a little bit. If you want to add more, so more columns, more rows, all you need to do is, let me just hover. If I'm hovering my mouse between the borders here, you see this plus, when you click, it will add column. So easily we inserted a column this way. So again here, if I'm hovering, so we get out. So at the end, I can insert a row below or between them, then click. Now I have 4 by 4 table. I inserted 3 by 3. There are also other ways to insert and format the table. Once you are outside the table, you can't do anything with the table itself. You need to go to the table, click there, then you have 2 tabs appeared at the top, 2 new tabs. So you can change the design, look and feel of this table. So easily in seconds, I have nice looking table here with different coloring. If you don't like this one, again, click. So you can change the design. Blue one. So we have here different types. Maybe this one looks so professional. Do I have any other tables down there? I don't, but I can highlight this one and go to insert and convert text to table. How many columns? 2 columns, and okay. So now I have my qualification in a table. Then I can start playing with this table in the design. yeah, we need, of course, to do some editing afterwards, but just to converted the text into table, then we need to play with this table a little bit, edit some stuff. Okay, let's go back to our table here at the top. So you notice we have different designs, shading. I can, for example, change color. So shading for this cell. So one cell, or select more than one cell and click. So now I have colors there. I can change the border style. We have different borders, thickness of the borders, and so forth. So I'm applying here thick borders around that one, just to highlight this cell. So again, it's from here, the pen color, it's in black. I can change the coloring. If I need to exit, you can click on border painter or escape from keyboard. So now I added here. I have layout also. So the layout, I can insert from the layout also. I can insert different columns, different rows, different cells if I want to, or delete them. So this is the way we can insert table in a Microsoft Word file, and also we can play with the table and the cells. In fact, the tables and details will be explained in level 2, but I preferred to give you a hint about tables. So it's a very important feature in Word. Okay. Now we want to insert something else. We need to insert a photo. So for example, I have, let's say, I have some Microsoft certification here. So I can, for example, insert Microsoft logo next to my certification, or PMI or PMP from PMI. So I need to insert a photo. So I'll go to insert, then pictures, if the pictures are stored on your computer, or online pictures, so I can get a picture from online. So insert online. The speed and the search depends on your internet speed, and also which file you are looking for, which photo you are looking for. So you can insert from online. It's taking a little bit of time. This is a new laptop, and this is the first time I use insert on that computer. So it uses Bing, it's Microsoft. So if I want to search for Microsoft logo and hit enter, we wait a bit, then it will go online, search for Microsoft logo pictures and display them. So it's powered by Bing. Yeah, a bit slow. So it will be the same with most of you. It's a bit slow, but it should display in a few seconds. You just need to be patient. Then it will display the photos. If you want to search for something else, you can search at the top. And here also you can tell Microsoft if you are happy or not happy. So maybe during that time you can click on not happy, not happy, not happy. And let me search for something else, for example, flower. Okay, not sure why didn't get the first one. So flower here, then insert. So it's downloading the flower file from internet, storing that on your computer and inserting it into Word. So now we have the photo inserted and we have a new tab appeared here at the top, this tab related to that photo. So this photo with corners and here the layout of the photo. So you can click and have the photo. So the text and the location of the photo behind. So here the photo went behind the text, or you can just square around it. You can reduce the size. So you see it's a square around the text is square. If you need to change wrap text here. So position of the photo, you can add frame or remove the frame like that, or different options. So this is I like that one because it will look like that. If you go to print preview, you see. So let me zoom. So it will look like that. Yeah, nice. I know it doesn't match the text around it, but it's fine. You got the idea. So if you click again on the photo, the format tab will appear. Then you can add, for example, frames. You can have some effects, change position. You can align, change the text wrapping, and so forth. Removing background. Somehow working. You don't like that, undo. It's fine. We keep the background. We apply that one. So again, if we go to insert online pictures, now it's a bit faster and we search for Microsoft. Yes, now it's faster than previous time. So if I have this logo or that logo, insert, good. So now I'm inserting another picture. So as I was telling you the first time, the online picture, it works slowly. Now I have the Microsoft there, so I can use this one here. Change wrapping text to be tight, so I can move that one easily. So added now my Microsoft certification here, or the logo next to my certification, so it looks a bit flashy and I can show off. So added the logo here. So from insert, I can insert as also different shapes. So I can, for example, insert star here to draw a star in this area. Then again, the format shape will be there. I can insert smart art, charts, even screenshots. You can screen clipping. You can do that. I can insert hyperlinks. I can insert some definitions from Wikipedia. I can insert online video from YouTube or other resources. I can insert many things here in page numbers, footers, headers, text box. So for example, if I want to write in this area, I can click on text box, then get a simple one. So this text box is here. You see, it is in the margin, so I can add text box here. Very helpful. If I want to add some details here for someone, then delete it without corrupting the other format. But if you left it there, it will be printed, of course. You see the print preview. So it is there. Again, it's in the margin, just giving someone, okay, you need to remove this logo or add the logos for other qualifications you have. I'm reviewing that for my student, telling them some advices. So I can easily insert text box there with my notes, then keep it for a while, then I can delete it before printing or final version. So again, the thing I wanted to understand is when you think about inserting something, so you go here to insert menu if you want to design, if you want layout referencing. This is for academic stuff or articles and so forth. Here, this is one of the tools, mail merge, so you can email people with personalized email using both Word and Outlook. Here, review for different hints, tips and tricks, so you can check grammar and so forth. So this is the view, so you can view side by side. If I want to, I have two files, so I can do that for all of them. So that one with, so I have now the CV open and I have two other files. So Word asking me which one of the other files you want to compare side by side. So let's get file one, for example. So, okay. So here you notice I have my CV, it's corrupted CV now. And the file we created together. So I can just, and you see it's synced. So when you scroll, they go together. You can stop that from the view and you can play with different things. You can switch windows. I can go now to Word Foundation, which is something else. So these are the course content for the foundation. You see 6 pages for level 1. As I was telling you, 7 hours. So in the view here, I can switch windows to my old corrupted CV now. I can double click to maximize. So we inserted photos here, we inserted shapes. You can play with the shape. If you want, you can change colors. So there are many tips and tricks and nice features and tools in Word. We can discuss them in further training and courses. So any questions, please put them in the chat or in the comments. I'll just check the chat if there are any questions coming from attendees. I'm just having a look there. So also course content. Yeah, there is a question, I guess. Just a moment. Okay, question about multi-level list numbering. So if we go back to Word and we go here to, let me just remove these ones here. I'll try to apply the multi-level here. So multi-level list, it's here. So do you want it this way, for example? So you go down here, then you press tab. You press tab from keyboard. Okay. You can also increase indent or decrease indent. So up to you. Either use these two. So this one will control, this one will format. So how do you want to have this list? So easily I use tab, then this one, you see? So then that one looks this way, then one looks that way. So I didn't apply. So let's remove that. Let's make it this way. Continue numbering. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So for example here. Now you see, I'm just pressing tab. So one tab, it's ABC. If I go there, now it's C here. So it's A, B, I, then C. Then that one, maybe I, then. So this is the multi-level tab. Sorry, multi-level list. So that clear, makes sense? Is it fine? Okay, good. So so now if we summarize what we have discussed since the beginning, so we discussed creating a new document in Word. So now if I have this Word, this file open and I need a new one, I go to File, then New, and it will ask me, do you want to use a template or a blank one? Then I can do that. If we want to open, it's for the new file, the shortcut key, it's Control N. If we want to open existing file, we go to File, Open, or Control O from keyboard. Then we start typing the text. Then we can apply different formats. We discussed different formats here. Copy and paste also. You can apply different fonts. You can check the paragraphs and display paragraph sign, removing that also by clicking again. We can align the text or add space before and after. We created lists, bullets, numbered lists, multi-level lists. We created that. We inserted pictures and pictures online. We inserted shapes. We inserted table, and we knew how to play with this table. We inserted also online pictures. It was slow in the beginning. First time you use it to be slow. Then, as you noticed, then afterwards it will be easy, faster. So you can insert different shapes and different pictures and items here. again, when you insert a photo and you click on the photo, you will have a new tab. If you have a table and you click within the table, you will have two tabs, which is the design and layout. So we insert the table, then we can change the design and layout of the table. When you click outside the table, then it disappeared. So you have also different tabs here, different layouts of the page, different margins, different sizes. So you can insert that and use that. References also, you can refer to something, use them in academic or articles or books or novels creation. So we discussed most of these features for that level. Excuse me. So here also you can start playing with the footers and headers. So it's a good idea to try what we explained today, what we discussed today. Then please feel free to communicate through email, through the Facebook or the YouTube channel. Make sure please to subscribe to our channel and share the video with others. It will be beneficial to everyone. I hope today's session was informative, helpful, and helped you, teach you something new in Word. And hope to see you again next week. We will have project management, foundation of project management. I will be more than happy to have you all there. Thank you for your time, and feel free to submit questions or comments down below. Thank you. Have a great day.